Hey, what's up everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. I wanted to show you this pretty cool little hidden area within the Royal Capital. First, I'll show you how to access the Subterranean Shunning grounds, and within that area is another hidden area called the Cathedral of the Forsaken. It's where you go to get the blessing from the Three Fingers, as well as finding a pretty good shield called the Fingerprint Stone Shield, which causes madness buildup anytime anyone attacks it, which is really good for PvP. In order to get to the Royal Capital, you do have to have two parts of the Dectus Medallion. You do have to take out the Draconic Tree Sentinel in order to access the capital first. He puts out a lot of lightning damage, you have to dodge at the last second. He also shoots a lot of fireballs at you. It's good to learn his moves now, as you're going to have to face another one towards the end of the game. And that one you can't get on horseback to fight. I'm also going to show you how to access the Subterranean Shunning grounds if you've already beaten the game or nearly beaten the game and the Royal Capital has turned into the Ashen Capital. There's a lot of running around at this point, as this place is pretty huge. I'm just going to let the video speak for itself for a little while, and I'll be back when we arrive at the Avenue Balcony waypoint. Now I'm going to show you real fast how to access the area if the capital has turned into the capital of Ash. And you want to drop down here eventually anyway, as there's a pretty good item here on the beam on the dead body here. I totally forgot what it was, but I remember it's pretty good. Make sure you jump down on the little wood platform here first, as if you don't, you probably die to fall damage. Then make sure you're aligned with the wooden beam beneath and fall onto that. And here we are back at the underground roadside waypoint. If you have the Unseen Form spell, which only takes 14 intelligence to use, paired with some silencing of your footsteps, works pretty good here, as you can just sneak past all the big guys. The sewer tunnels are kind of a maze. It's easy to get lost in here, and A lot of these holes just drop you down and just recycle you into previous areas, which is pretty frustrating. This torch I have that has a purple glow causes sleep on enemies, but apparently these guys are immune to it. Make sure you open this gate here first before opening the door, as in case you die, you'll be able to just run over here from the waypoint rather than having to go through that sewer part again. I believe there's a spell there. It's a distraction spell that only works on humans next to those two big guys. I already got it a while ago, so I kind of forgot where it was. If it's not there, it's somewhere around there. And here we have another maze of sewer tunnels. It's good to have some kind of light on you, either accessory, a torch, or a spell, as it's easier to see the holes that you might drop down into accidentally. There's a lot of running around in the sewer to do. I'll be back when we have to jump around on top of some pipes. And I'm back. Hope you guys missed me. I want to make sure to open this door here real fast so you can come back to the area and you don't have to do that last part over again in case you die. And you're going to want to run up this pipe here all the way to the high end of it so that you can drop down to the other side. You can just run past all of these gargoyles and eventually you're going to end up dropping down into this other section of the pipe. And you want to take that all the way down to the last hole and then drop down into it. You can open this little gate here on the side. I'm not sure what that's for. If I see gates, I just open them. Then eventually descend all the way down the ladder. Once you take the lift all the way down, you have to face Mohg the Omen, which is a lot like the Lord of Blood, except he doesn't cast the rings on you, I don't believe. He mainly just swipes his weapon, and he has some AoE fire blood attacks. Once you beat the boss, he rewards you with a spell, as well as 100,000 runs. Then you just want to head up by the waypoint, and then attack the altar that's behind it, which then reveals a hidden path where you can grab that shield, a spell, and your buddy the Three Fingers is just hanging out waiting for you. You don't want to kill the enemies here, as you need them to destroy these tents with their attacks, but I figured a way around it. You could just get really close to the tent, and then exit out the game, and when you restart the game, it'll break the tent for you just being close enough to it with your body. I ended up dropping all the way down to the bottom and getting the curse from the fingers, and once I did, I think it made these enemies not hostile. So I'll do a little demonstration towards the end on how to break one of these tents without the enemy. Right here next to the guy playing the violin is where you want to drop down onto that coffin sticking out. It's kind of sketchy. Be prepared to die, or be prepared to live like a 2,000 foot drop too. It's kind of weird, the fall damage in this game. I've dropped quite a few times all the way from the top here all the way to the bottom and survived. That's without the cat talisman that's supposed to prevent all fall damage. That and other spots of the game with the cat talisman on, if I decide to skip a branch and just drop down to the ground, which is only like a 2 to 5 foot difference, it'll kill you. So yeah, it's kind of weird in this game. So yeah, these guys just don't want to attack me. Just peacefully playing his instrument here, and I come up and slice him with a sword. He's like, ouch, why'd you just do that? And if you just get close enough to the tent here, like I'm showing you, you can just exit out and reload the game and it'll just break the tent for you. And that note there about miquella tells you about reversing the curse with miquella's needle, which you get after you defeat Melania at the Halig tree. And here's the Fingerprint Stone Shield, which is a really huge shield, and I can't demo its abilities right now because it's got a pretty steep requirement of 48 strength. Then once you drop down to the bottom floor, it will collapse, and you'll find a little hidden area where you can strip down naked and get fondled by 3 big hairy fingers. Now, if you do get embraced by the 3 fingers, it will lock you out of any other possible ending that you've already unlocked, unless you use miquella's needle, and you have to use it in a very specific place where I'll post a link in the description on where you can use it. Get some use out of the video, and if you did, hit that subscribe so you can stay notified. Take it easy, and hope to see you on the next one.